I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started, and we're off and running in Las Vegas. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Southwell finds Evan Ingram. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense up to the line fast. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
2nd and 11.
Nix from the gun.
47-yard line.
Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Man downfield, he's got it, so that's Dobbs. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's go home on the stat sheet. If we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And bring the tight end left. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Has his man. It stops. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Let go.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. But he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Chase. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go, son. 19 instruction. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders finish up their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Forced out to his right. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Nix. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now Nix. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He got 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he gets a few on the punch forward. Working quickly here. Nick Snad, a throw.
Second and 6.
He finds Brown, right side. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They kick the running back in motion. On first and 10, here's Nix. He's got it, it's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Nix, quick out wide, complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Here we go, Snap. Right.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. He's able to drive that mile about a yard. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go, Snap. Right.
This is Genty on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
Trim slip. Angel. Right.
Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Delta. Sit high.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Now we'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play call, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
319, right tonight. Extend. Tonight.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've set it down from 37.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Barkley
line.
trying this up the gut. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Raiders 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
Here we go, tonight. 222, 222. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Green 19. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Right.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Fourth and forever coming up.
Here we go. We're good. West right, Vic. 19. West right. Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And he put everything he's got behind it. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles and chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Working now from the gun. He's got it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. Dobbins is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. And his aim was off there. He hits the left upright, and it's no good. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. Winning their full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Field throwing here. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And this makes it to around the 43-yard mark. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Fields gets it out right quick. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
5 yards.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its
Less
second.
than a yard.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
No mud. Here we go. Hey, never mind. Green 19, got the what? All right.
On 4th down, Fields. A desperate shot here for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Carlson now to add 1 more.
On for the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders drop the lead back to 13.
7. Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson. the kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They've got a man in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So 2nd down coming up.
At the 35-yard line.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
An 8-yard
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 551, 12 go. Tonight.
First play is going to be again to Jency. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. And he's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, son. Green 19, good after that. Hey, can. Alpha.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Field slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It connects down the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alpha. Right.
From the red zone now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to within 6.
47. Raiders 21. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Putting a receiver in motion. Quick toss here in the hands of Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. first down, Denver.
They go to Barkley again. A solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes it inside the 40-yard line.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Across the 20, continuing to work. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 12.
Touchdown, Broncos.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Has it at the 2. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Here's one, set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight. 19 instructions. Tonight.
Play action now. It's Fields. That's complete to Bowers outright. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
Broncos 33. Raiders 28.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They send the tight end in motion left. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete.
You just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. On third down, here's Nix. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Play action with Nix. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to...
Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. What's there to tack on the extra point? And the Broncos push the lead up to 12.
40. Raiders 28.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
And he got all of that one
Raiders
out of the
take
back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Mayday. Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue TS up. Hey, Ken. Easy. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. Escapes the pocket. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Sit high.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go. We good. Hey, Ken. Alpha. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's in trouble. He gets brought down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mayday. Blue 58, blue TS up. Right.
Looking inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Hey, Ken.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
You got it. What? Here we go. 258, 258. Hey, never mind. Monday. Nelson. EQ. Tonight.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Oh, I said.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. See, forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day out on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Press. Bunch right. Here we go. Green 19. That's not. Right.
Fields looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Green 19, just attack. Right.
2nd and 10 now. Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Green 19, just attack.
Fields on 3rd. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders need to score quickly. Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go, tonight. 11. Blue 58, no mas. Tonight.
Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they are set. Off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
One defender failed, and his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
29-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's in second. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Punt meets him at the 28. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58.
Fields out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Fields with a chance to run it here. Ooh, awfully close to that line of gain. Stop though made at the 46. Third down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. To throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Green 19, just, hey, Ken. Alpha. Go.
Desperation time here on fourth. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Going deep here for the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Darian Porter.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Hey, Ken. EQ. Mayday.
Fields on first down. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, boy, I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let them pull the leg down. I'm on the road doing shows.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Alpha, let's go. 551, 12. Hey. Hey, never mind, Monday. 11. Bunch right. Right.
First down throw for Fields. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line.